Well, thank you so much. You know, this is, yeah, we're very proud of the album and we love doing it, but this is the 50th anniversary and we decided that A, we would get everybody back together again that we could, and B, that we could only do it if we could reproduce every single note that was on the original album. And that meant a lot of thinking because we had quite a multi-track on the album, which meant that there was more than one keyboard going down. You know, maybe I put a piano down and then overdub a mellotron, for instance, and you obviously can't play two things at once. And with the vocals, we would do one set of harmonies, then we would add other harmonies. So we had to get exactly the right people to help us with this project. And certainly only one person that I wanted to do as far as the keyboards was concerned, and that was the fantastically talented gentleman you see on the other side of the stage, from the Brian Wilson Band and the Wonderments, Darian Sahanata. And immediately to Darian's right is the guy that took over the mantle of the guy that we lost very sadly in about 2004, Paul Atkinson, and has actually done a really wonderful job. Let's hear it for Tom too. Behind Tom is a guy that we asked to be in the band in 1961 before anybody else, actually. And he was the guy, he's actually my cousin, he's a few years older than me, and he was in the top local group at the time. He turned us down because we were just starting out, but he helped us and he loaned us the gear for our very first rehearsal. We were 15 years old. Hugh had only ever played military side drum, and Jim showed him, and Jim actually showed him the first bass drum and snare pattern that he ever heard. So years later he became founder member with me of Argent. After Argent, for 18 years on their biggest ever selling albums in America, he was bass player with the Kinks. So let's hear it for Jim. Next to Jim is standing a really multi-talented artist, someone who is a great singer. She's been in an award-winning choir, but she also was responsible for, if any of you have seen the book on the merch desk, the beautiful artwork in the book, she was responsible for all that, and some of that was up on the screen tonight. Great singer, great artist, Vivian Boucherat. And Vivian's actually Chris's wife, so the whole thing is, you know, a real family thing. And then on Viv's right is a guy who's a fantastic all-round musician. He's a wonderful drummer with a wonderful musical sense. The two things don't always go together, but they certainly do in this band. And he also plays piano, bass, guitar, and he writes scores for TV back in the UK. Steve Rodford on the drums. And one of the things that has been a joy on this tour is the fact that we're actually travelling again in the same way as we were in 1965, for God's sake. With my old flatmate and also the guy who did the cover for Odessey and Oracle was sharing a flat with us as well, so three of us were in the flat together. And it's really great to have their company on the tour again. The marvellous writer and bass player, Chris White. can honestly say that our game was the Cadet Corps' loss. It was the inimitable drum sound of Mr. Hugh Grundle.
Ron Argent, what a fantastic keyboard player and leader. And what an incredible voice, Colin Blunstone.
We're going to finish with something we've actually already done tonight, but the thing is that we thought we've got to finish with something where everybody on the stage can join in, and we don't quite know ever where this is going the way we do it here. And so we have a bit of fun, and we hope you do too, with the very last coming together of the very first hit that we had, second song I ever wrote.